Yo, what is up, guys? So this is a little review on the 2023 BRZ. I should have made this video like 600 miles ago, but yeah, this is a review on the first 1,000 miles of the car, and honestly, I love it. I love it. Have the hood popped open for you guys can see it. Now, before I begin, I would say this car is awesome. Like I said, I love it. Everything about it. It's super fun to drive. Um, can it get you in trouble? Absolutely. You know what I mean? I don't want to get in trouble, but it's very easy to. It's rear-wheel drive. It's easy to fucking start fishtailing around the block. Do all crazy shit. It's easy. It's very easy to speed because it's fast. And before I get into how fast it is. Listen, there were some piece of shits that were, they were hating on the car because I made a little short of me doing like a pull, it was like a third to fifth gear pull, something like that, right? And I was going pretty fast. By the way, it was filmed in Mexico. Before we get into it, before you guys ask where it was filmed, it was in Mexico. But they were like, "Oh, it's slow," and I'm like, "Dude, the car is a $37,000 car. It's not a Hellcat, right? This is not a Hellcat. If you want speed, power, obviously you're gonna have to spend way to $60,000-$80,000 range. I'm talking about a brand new car. Forget about a used. You don't want to use junk. Fuck that. I like my cars brand new, and for the price, this is the best performance car you're gonna get for that price. It's unbeatable. It's awesome. It's fun. It's like I said, it's really pretty fast. Like for me, it's fast. I had a Honda Civic Si, and and bro, like I liked it. I had it for 8 years, but obviously had to upgrade, man. I'll tell you what. To give you a perspective, people always come by down the neighborhood, and when they're walking, they always stop to look at the car, and they always ask them. When I'm working out in my garage, they're like, "Oh, is that your car?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." They're like, "Oh, I love it." Da da da. Like, how fast is it? What's the horsepower, and all this stuff. People always turning their heads while I'm driving and shit because it's a really it stands out. This color is by far one. It's like the Subaru color, so it's the best color. In my opinion, that's why I got it, and it's also it's just really you gotta look at the car. It definitely grabs your attention when you look at it. You're like, yeah, it's a sports car. And for my guys out there, the ladies love the car, man. The ladies are like, "Can we go inside?" They always want to be inside and shit. And we'll get into that right now. Actually, we'll get into the interior. So the interior. Don't mind the chime because I have the door open. But the interior, I'm rated 7 out of 10. It's nice. It looks nice, right? But comfortability wise, 7 out of 10. Because first off, you definitely cannot fit more than 3 people in the car. That is, and not that you want to anyway. Like, I don't want to fucking have all the homies in the car, because then I'm gonna end up being the DD of the night. Fuck that. So, yeah, you can't really fit too many people in the back. And if you have someone behind you, let's say, you gotta hope they're like pretty small. They have to be pretty short because it's not really the most comfortable thing having someone in the back and you're like, and I like to put my seat to the front, but to go even further, it's definitely not the most practical thing as far as bringing people around, but who cares? Not where you got the car. And the cup holder, if you look, let's go back to it. Cup holder is right here, right? And you have one here, but obviously you don't how you're gonna have your arm and stretch around to get your drink, it's gonna be right there. So I mean, it's all right. Like I said, speakers, the sound system. I mean, my Honda definitely had it. The Honda, it came with Bose speakers, and let me tell you, I could have a whole block party with that Honda. But like this car, as far as the speakers go, the sound system, I do find myself kind of increasing it a little bit. Like it gets a little. It's not the loudest thing, but it's kind of good. What I mean? They put a lot of time and effort and money into making the performance of this car the priority, and obviously the looks and shit. And again, the interior looks nice. Okay, don't get it twisted. It's just, again, like, as far as being comfortable, you wouldn't see me doing road. I mean, you can if you want to, but I don't really plan on doing like really long road trips in this car, to be honest. Maybe one day, but it's not really the most, it's not on my to-do list for this car, I'll tell you that. And again, but if you're getting this car, as far as anything, it's fun. You know, that's where you're getting it. It's fun. I highly recommend it. If you guys can place your orders on it, do it. I can't wait to modify it. You know, everyone's always asking me, oh, what am I gonna do to it? I'm gonna do everything to it. I'm gonna hook this motherfucker up from top to bottom. But in time, man, in time. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys like the review. Peace.